Okay guys, welcome back to the channel, and the idea for today's video was to come and show you this yacht. But in the process of getting here, it left. So yeah, it's slightly awkward. I know where it's gone. Unfortunately, it's gone into a shipyard and I can't get access to the shipyard to film. It was here for 2 days, and I looked on marine traffic this morning when I woke up. I slept in until 7:30, and when I woke up it was still here. So I got ready and I came, and it had left already. So I just missed it, and it's a shame because I could have filmed it leaving as well. So what I thought I'd do instead is have a quick look around. Oh, by the way, I'm in Genoa, I forgot to say. But let's have a look around at some of the boats that are here and have a quick talk. Other thing I wanted to mention is from the yacht show, which was just a couple of weeks ago, some of the yachts that were there for sale. Octopus, the price for Octopus, 126 meter, remember, Paul Allen yacht, 295 million, and it's yours. Amadea, I'm reliably informed, 350 million. That's 106 meter. I think I'd rather have Octopus, and especially put the 50 million in my pocket. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up because I just found that out myself. So anyway, let's have a look at the boats here. Okay, so this is Motor Yacht Impromptu, and this is 49 meter or 164 feet. And I just want to show you where I am right now. So I've got all of these hazards here. This is a water filtration system they've got going, and electrical supplies plugged into electrics. So this is registered in the creek in the Cayman Islands. So, and then next to it here we've got La Familia. This is actually for sale. This is built by Amals. Oh, sorry. This was built by Trinity Yachts in 2010. This is an Amals boat which was built in Holland and registered in Georgetown in the Cayman Islands. This is a 49 meters also. This is for sale, 35 million. Bargain. More hazards here. And then we've got next to it here, we've got Plan B. This is a 73 meter. I featured this on my channel recently. I made a video in Villefranche-sur-Mer. I talked about it quite a lot. This is the boat that people believed was Brad Pitt's when it came out because of the name. Because Brad Pitt actually owns a production company with the same name. So everybody assumed that it was his boat, but it's not. And this is registered. Oh, this is registered in the creek in the Cayman Islands as well. Interesting, eh? There's a lot of boats that people live in the Cayman Islands. I'm being sarcastic. Obviously, they don't live in the Cayman Islands. And it was built in Kiel in Germany. It was delivered in 2012. This has got top speed of 17 knots. And you can accommodate 12 people, and it has a crew of approximately 20. And this boat here is called Motor Yacht Sunrise. Interestingly, I don't generally talk about my past in the yachting industry, but it's just interesting to me that this boat is called Sunrise and it's in Genoa. And the first yacht I ever worked on, it's not this one, but the first yacht I ever worked on was also called Sunrise, and I joined it in Genoa. So that was a long time ago. It was 10 years ago. So it was interesting that that boat has got the same name, but it's not the same boat. And the boat that I joined is no longer a yacht. So that's a bit cryptic, but I don't want to give too much away. But but I just wanted it's just interesting to me that 10 years later here I am, and there's a boat in here with the same name. So Motor Yacht Sunrise was built in 2000, so she's not a new boat. She was refit or rebuilt in 2017. I'm not quite sure what that means. I think that just means a very extensive refit. It's got 0-speed stabilizers, which is nice. That's actually, I think I've mentioned this before, that's actually a brand name. It's not, a lot of people use the phrase 0-speed stabilizers. It's actually a copyrighted name from a company called Quantum, and it basically means the stabilizers can run when you're not moving. So when you hear someone say zero speed, generally that means they've got quantum stabilizers on the boat, but it's often used generically, kind of like rollerblades when they mean inline skates. And it's for sale, by the way. Another one that's for sale. This one's for sale for 17.5 million. So more about this. So basically what's happening here is they're taking on fresh water. When the boat's at sea, they can make their own water. Like I've mentioned in other videos, I'm trying not to trip over these electrical cables or get electrocuted. They can make their own water when they're at sea. We use reverse osmosis plants, but when they're in port, you can't use them. I mean, the water's not particularly very clean, and also especially if you're connected to the electricity, you can't really run that kind of ampage on your boat. So what they do is they use, and also there's fresh water available here. You use these systems to take on fresh water, and you can see the blue pipe there. And what they've done is they've connected it to a water filtration system. You can see here, this is what they're supplying. So they've got 250 amps, 230 to 400 volts. So a lot of the big boats, like this Plan B here, they'll take 3-phase 400 volt electrical supplies, and that's why they've got these cables running. So you see they've got a converter box here. So this is Yacht Tails. It's a 53 meter, 175 feet. It was built by Turquoise Yachts in 2002. So it's not true that every turquoise yacht is actually turquoise in colour. Because quite a lot of them are actually. I don't know why that is, but anyway, she was built in 2002. She's got a beam of 9.3 meters, so that's the width. Gross tonnage of 675 tons. Now, someone was asking me recently in the comments, am I concerned about the amount of boats that appear to be for sale? I'm not really concerned. The industry's strong, and also everything's for sale at the right price. As a billionaire once told me, in the same way that if someone wants to offer me $500,000 for my 911, my GT2 RS, then I'll take it, you know. It's not necessarily for sale, but if someone wants to pay that, then yeah, I'm happy to take it. So this boat behind me here, Yacht Air, she, this morning I saw the owner leaving, and all the crew are out on deck. They're all boss on uniform, their white shirts with their stripes and all that kind of stuff. But now, obviously, he's left because now they're in their boss off uniform, and which is like a polo shirt. They're putting out mats onto the teak, so that's to protect the teak from them walking on it. But that only comes up when the boss is on board, so they obviously don't want them to be on view. So in order to protect the teak, they put down these covers, and then they walk on, even though they're not wearing any shoes, they walk on these, and it protects the teak from being damaged. This is a Yacht Achilles. It's unusual for a boat of this size to have boats out on the deck. So they've got 2 davit launched tenders right on the deck, which is unusual because it's a small boat and it doesn't have an awful lot of open deck space. I always find myself gravitating back to this boat because it's a Riva. I'd love to go on board. I think the owner might be on board right now. Just something about Riva, it makes me excited. I've got some stuff coming up about Riva actually, which I haven't, it's not ready yet. But I'm really looking forward to posting that. Great looking boat, and I love the name, Unknown. It's a great name. So when you look on marine traffic, you might see it broadcasting, and then you click on it, it says Unknown. So even these passerelles, the passerelle or gangway, even the passerelle has the Riva logo on it, look. But even the passerelle is there are companies that just make passerelles. So when you go to the yacht show, you'll see these companies advertising these designs, and so they're all bespoke, which is can be problematic because anything that's a one-off can be can be a problem. But because every boat is different design, so they want it to fit specifically onto the stern, and it can be problematic. Ooh, Bentley Bentayga Monaco plate. So Monaco follows me everywhere. So someone complained about me being in Monaco all the time.